Very interesting game. I mean, kind of going into it, we thought it was going to be like a 4-5 baseball game, but the bats certainly came alive, and this place will give you a chance to use those bats, and luckily we got the 3 zeros at the end. That was the difference of the baseball game.
It looked like Wooten was going to finish things off, but that was, if I'm not mistaken, that was probably his longest outing of the year. Talk about that. Was he running on fumes a little bit, you think?
Absolutely. I probably left him in one extra batter. Our pitching coach, Coach Orchard, kept telling me to take him out because he thought he was on fumes, but he's got the heart of a Lion champion. I just thought he'd get us somehow. He'd get us an out, and then it was Shannon's night for sure. I mean, Shannon, a couple big hits, the unbelievable play that will probably be talked about for a long time, and then coming in and saving the game. His night.
It'll definitely be talked about for a long time if you can get a couple more wins.
Absolutely. Here. There's no doubt about that. I guess you're right.
It's going to be talked about no matter what, but that'll make it that much sweeter. Obviously, we got to talk about that play. It was a double off the bat. I mean, everybody in the crowd thought it was a double. I'm sure you were thinking double, and out of nowhere. I mean, that was a full layout right there, and I don't know how you even hang on to that ball. I mean, you can catch it, but you hit the ground hard. How does he hang on to that?
He's an unbelievable outfielder. The great thing about it is he hasn't played for us other than on the mound. He struggled with the bat for us, but tonight I just thought he was going to do something great. I told him, if you ask him, I told him 3 days ago about a dream I've been having for the last 4 months that he would make a diving catch here at the World Series. So I don't know if we got lucky on that one, but it was an unbelievable catch. It was certainly a double, and it probably saved the game for us.
Then he comes in on the mound and does the job you ask him to do. A little bit of a struggle there, but I mean, he was winded, I'm sure, after all that. So.
Yeah, he had to do it. He certainly had to do a lot of running, but to come in and get the save, we sometimes do out of the bullpen we try to talk about get the first guy. It's the most important thing to do. Maybe that puts a little bit too much pressure on. The first guy gets on, and then he kind of settles in and says, "I'm ready to pitch."
I don't want you to look too far ahead, but that's a good team that's played tonight. Do you expect to see them again?
Well, I mean, I don't want to say that, but they are a very, very good baseball team. It wouldn't shock me if they're back, but they're also playing Iowa Western, who's the defending champs, and so take nothing away from them. They've been battling their butt, and if you saw, today's game with Chipola, that game after you lose is certainly the toughest game you're going to play here. So, I would say it's going to be a great game between them and Iowa Western, and hopefully it's going to be a great game between us and Potomac.
Well, Coach, it was fun to watch tonight. Congratulations.
It was fun to coach. Thank you.
What did you guys tell yourselves this morning after you got out of bed?
We talked last night when we got back to the hotel about how we weren't going to lay down, and we were going to battle our way today and try to get back in that game and hopefully get another chance. And we played well today. We had a couple of errors early, but we battled through it, and we ended up coming up on top in the end.
We've talked with Coach Dill about this throughout the tournament, but one of the nice things about your lineup is you don't have to rely on a top half or a middle half. You've got great balance 1 through 9, and it showed it today. You had 3 players with 2 hits and a couple of RBIs. It just seemed like through the entire order you had so many guys produce.
Yeah, it's how it's been all year. Whether it's the number 1, number 4 hitter, number 9 hitter, we can all rely on each other that we can get a big hit at any moment. So we just have faith in each other, and we all get the job done when we need to.
This is your this team's first appearance in the Juco tournament since 1958, and your first appearance in Grand Junction. Has the novelty of Juco worn off yet for you guys? Is it just now down to the point where you guys are playing baseball?
Yeah, it's still there. I mean, we're out here. We're still playing for a national championship, but I mean, it's still, we've settled down a little bit to where we're just back to playing baseball and doing the same game we played for 60-some games now.
On the plus side, it appears that if we're doing our math correctly, like you guys are going to play for the title, because even if Potomac wins the game tonight, that leaves 3 teams undefeated and you guys get the bye. So no matter what, looks like you guys are playing for a championship.
Yeah, sweet. It's awesome.
Can't ask for much more than that. Casey Grayson, great game, 2 for 5, couple RBIs. You are a Big O-Tires big player of the game. Good luck in the championship game. Mark Reardon waves up to you there. Mark, you talked about it in the pregame, but you've got a team that made it to June 2nd and played in the Final Four, and you got a very young team. You got a whole lot of freshmen that got to play in a national tournament all the way to the Final Four. That part you got to be pleased about.
I'm ready for fall practice to start on Monday. Once we get back, I mean, I'm excited about it. They're a young group that's gonna get nothing but better come experience, and this is all a great experience. It says something about a lot of these kids, and it says something about what families they come from to battle up and handle this environment and the energy. It's not easy. You know, you can talk about it till you're blue in the face, but when you bring 21 new guys to it, I mean, that's an experience itself.
And you get to this point in the tournament, and we had mentioned it during the game. If you give the opposing team an opportunity with a mistake or two here or there, at this point in the tournament, that's going to be tough to come back from, and that kind of was the case today.
Absolutely. You know, both games we lost. I try to teach my kids in my program the system, what we teach. 9-inning ball game. Everybody's geared up for the first 3 innings, and everybody's geared up for the 7th, 8th, and 9th inning. First 3 innings, of course, the game's just starting. The last 3 innings, the game's just ending. You look at the 4th, 5th, and 6th inning. Today, they score 6. We scored 2. Last time we played them, they had the 7-run inning. You know, those are the things. I mean, they're going to beat you. You got to play a consistent grind of a game. The season's a grind. This tournament's a grind, and every game in it's a grind.
Well, exactly, and I mean, if you look at this team, you talked about the middle innings. One of the problems with playing Navarro is they don't have strength only in the top half of the lineup or in the middle half. They're tough 1 through 9, and that was tough for your pitchers to overcome today.
Yeah, I mean, every guy up, you're having to work. It's not like, hey, we can go after this guy. You know, there's guys in people's lineups, and I'm sure I probably got a couple that opponents would say it about, but you know, hey, go after this guy. You know, you can't just go after a guy. You got to be able to pitch to each one of their guys in the lineup, and that's why they're one of the final 3 teams standing. They're potent 1 through 9.
Well, Mark, last year you were able to take that championship trophy back on the bus to Council Bluffs. This year you're still going to take a Final Four trophy, and you got to be pretty proud of this team.
I'm extremely proud of my coaching staff and our families that put up with us every day. I'm proud of the program that we've built and the kids that are on it right now. I mean, it's just unbelievable with 21 freshmen and 5 sophomores. When we were 16 and 16, I wouldn't have bet anything on it. But you look at how they've progressed, and like I said, I'm excited for next year. And I mean, there's no question the goal of Iowa Western baseball for this next year is to get right back here.
You're going to wake up Saturday morning playing for a national title.
No doubt, it's exciting. You know what? I told our guys today. I said, this game right here, after the game's over, this is the most important game for me all year. I'm more proud of my guys right now than I've ever been. Even when they beat Sanjak, beat Alvin to get here, winning the first game. That game right there was the biggest game of the year. After coming back, after getting beat by Central Arizona last night in a tough game, when they felt like they, missed some opportunities, was making some errors, things like that, they bounced back. We were excited about being here. You know what? They were dancing on the bus. We took good BP. They were ready to go, and you know what? It showed, and I'm proud of our guys.
Well, I think you're exactly right, and one of the other things you got to be pleased with is Iowa Western came back to tie this game 3-3, and you know that Iowa Western is a good comeback team. You watched this entire tournament. Your kids responded real quickly.
They really did. You know what? Marshall Davis did a great job. You know what? You look back, Ryan Wasaki did really well. He got a blister on his finger, was bleeding really bad, so that's why I had to go get him. Some tough breaks on the area-wise. He'd have been a COVID state in the ball game. But bringing Marshall in right there, he slowed, closed the door a little bit. We scored 4 and 6, and what scared me, just like what you just said, is how they bounced back and a lot of comeback wins. We had bases loaded, no outs, and I'm trying to hopefully get to 8, just because I know how good they are, and I know how good he coaches. So I was kind of getting to the point, and I'll tell you what, when we didn't score, we only up 5-0, by 5. I was still stressing out over there, trust me, a lot.
Well, we've talked about this. I think this is the third time I've talked to you about this, but you got good production for the top part of your order, but you had 3 guys with 2 hits and 2 RBIs. You got, once again, great balance from your offense.
You know what? Wes Tice had a migraine. He's got migraines really bad, so that's why he didn't play today. Started David Harris right there, and Ryan Guidry came in at DH. Ryan Guidry has been one of our best hitters all year. He got sick in the regional tournament. He's been out for a long time. He lost 25 pounds, and he was out for a while, so he's getting back. You know what? Brett Doe did a great job getting bunts down. He safety squeezed once, got to run him. Brody Boyd hadn't played all, but 1 game, and he came here, got a bunt down 2, had a big RBI single with 2 outs. So you know what? We're getting production from guys that maybe I didn't think. I knew they could do it, but not from your 3, 4, 5. Of course, Casey Grayson is still swinging the bat pretty well. So.
Well, you may get a night off tomorrow. Then again, you may have to play for a national title. Any way you look at it, I'm assuming you guys are probably going to be motivated no matter what.
No doubt, we're excited to be here. You know what? If we're going to have a chance to play for the national championship, you're right. Whoever we play, whether it's Central or Patani, it doesn't matter who we play. It's like I told them earlier. I said, guys, in February, if I told you we're playing for the national championship, you'd have taken it. And they all said yes. So here we go.
Well, we'll see you in the title game.